But yeah, gone.
Yeah, just picking this back up in Spencer's whip. Yeah, huge fight in Russia next week. Yard takes on WBO king Sergey Kovalev. I know who you fancy in that fight, but tell me why.
Why do I fancy the person? Loads of people are saying, oh, has Anthony Yard got a chance? Has he got a chance? I want you to realise this now. Anthony Yard hasn't got a chance in this fight. Anthony Yard has got a choice in this fight. That's what he's got. He's got a choice. And he's choosing to be victorious. It's a choice. He's the kid that's gone out and chosen to be in the gyms every other day with Babatunde Ajayi for the last near century. Near century. Near decade. I was watching the car. Right? He's the person that's had that mindset that's what he wants. So I'm trying to say to people that you can speak your things into existence, but it's no good speaking it into existence but then not being active in your works. Scripture says faith without works is dead. So Anthony Yard is living because his faith has been in his trainer Babatunde Ajayi. His faith has been in him getting up doing his road work. His faith has been in the constant pad work, pad routines. His faith has been in the skipping. His faith has been in traveling out to America when he had no money, but he's going out to say, right, you know what, I'm going to be around Floyd and see what's going on because Tundi's around Floyd. So he said, right, if you want to, like Tundi says, right, if you want to be a great reggae singer, you're going to study Bob Marley, right? And if you want to be a great footballer, I ain't studying Maradona, but I study Pele. But, you know, right, Tundi want to study Pele, that's cool because Tundi was an actual wicked football player, you know?
Yeah?
Oh, he's ridiculous.
I know his son plays.
No. His son, the only reason why his son played, because Tundi used to kick ball on another level. Trust me. You know what I mean? Tundi could kick ball. Tundi was an excellent football player. He's very, very talented human being. So, I fancy Yard. I think it's the right time, right place. People are saying to me, loads of people jumping on me like Walks, who's a really good writer. Yeah?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, he's a proper geezer. He said, but don't you think you're being disrespectful to Kovalev? I said, why? Why am I being disrespectful? He said, don't you think you're being, because you're calling him an old drunkard? Is he not old? He's 37, going to be 38 soon, right? In fighting terms, is that not old?
Yeah, in fighting terms.
You'd agree, yeah?
In boxing terms, yeah.
Right. And we all know that he's got a drink problem because John David Jackson told him that he's got a drink problem. So therefore, I'm not wrong in calling you an old drunk. You're old drunkard. And I'm not forgiving you for the racist slur that you about Adonis Stevens when you had the picture of the monkey. I'm not buying into that. Yeah, I mean, you're not Muhammad Ali. He's not Joe Frazier. You can't get away with that. So no. I want you to get beat up. And in fact, it's the right time, right place for Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard's going to knock out Kovalev in 8 or 9 rounds. I guarantee it.
Why 8 or 9?
Huh?
Why that round specifically?
I just got a feeling like it's going to take a little time for it to suss him out. It's going to take a little time for him to get adjust. You know what? It could be earlier than that. But I'm saying around at that time because I like to call rounds. You know what I mean? But I think around about that time that he'll clap him out. But it could be round 7. Furthermore, Tundi phoned me up the other day. It's early in the morning. Says, you know what? We're going to clap him out. You know what? It could be round 1. So I don't even know. But all I know is that Anthony Yard's winning by knockout. Period.
Okay. What have you spoken to Tunde about regarding this fight? Does he just say the same things that he says on camera?
No, listen. People think like Tundi's this bravado person, and Tundi's always been like. I remember like linking Tundi when he used to do Unlicensed. I said, nah, bruv, you want to go down the amateur club? Why? Tundi ended up going to my old amateur club, the Lynn. Tundi, we used to roll. So I've known Tundi from street days when we were on the streets doing stuff. You know what I mean? So I ain't got nothing but love for it. Anyone to see these guys and they always pay homage to say, you know what, Spence was the guy that popped me in this thing. And like, I was calling Tundi's name before anyone knew his name. Because I said, I know you're going to bust as a trainer. I just knew he was going to bust as a trainer. And people who are not, like, people like to talk about this law of attraction and the secret. It's got nothing to do with that. It's not the law of attraction. You know what I mean? It's not no secret. Because if you're talking about it, it's definitely no secret. It's actually the law of vibration. It's what you vibrate. What you vibrate. What you have in your heart and what you resonate outwards is either going to attract or repel. And right now, I just believe it's a time for these two men to go and attract that world title. Period. You know
And
what
he
I mean?
becomes a superstar in Britain and the world, really.
Well, the thing about it is this: that everything starts from your thinking first, right? It's your thoughts, then your speech, then your actions, then your habits.
Just like the rice experiment. So.
Just like the rice, exactly the same thing, right? So what these guys have been thinking, Tony's always spoken about, I'm the best, da-da-da, blah. He's had to. So it's a thin line between crazy and genius, right? But I think like we're gonna see I've seen the more genius because I haven't seen no trainer write out
Combinations.
books.
Yeah.
I'm talking books of combinations. Why? To prepare their fighter for the eventuality. None. So all these trainers out here were talking like, well, he's not a good trainer, is he? He's this and that. They're all the fish and chips, man. You know what I mean? Beef first, son. Jam right and beef. What is that boxing? Spare me. Listen, boxing needs to evolve like everything else has evolved. Babatunde Ajayi is evolving and we're actually looking at evolution, so to speak. And I don't care whether you guys get it or you don't get it. It doesn't matter. He gets it. And it's nice to see the camaraderie that they got in their camp. Yeah, I mean, I love Big Ads because he's like their motivational man, right? You know I teach all them boys, right? You know it, right? But he's like their motivational guy in the camp. And I'm just seeing the success that these guys are getting. And I'm just saying, listen, man, when you're saying he is going to become a superstar. And come the 25th, I told Tundi already, your phone's going to blow off. It's going to blow up. Because the amount of people are going to be phoning you. I mean, Andy Yard is a real deal. Andy Yard is a beautiful human being. I've been around him since I've been a kid. He's a beautiful human being. I remember when Otu Saab was meant to fight on the Mayweather Medina undercard, the second fight.
Right.
And he failed his brain scan. Anthony Yard, Babatunde Ajayi.
You're talking about Junior Saba, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But I know him as Otu. Right?
Okay, yeah.
They were, and Anthony Yard was the only one that flew out there. And I remember being out there and I was with a business person out there, a guy called Julian Pittam. And Julian Pittam said, what a nice young man. And I remember that. And because he's a he's a cool guy. And I got nothing but love and respect for him. And I'm just praying for him to come out.
Say a command after the tone.
I'm just praying for him to come out successful, and I know that he will come out successful. You gotta aim it before you can claim it, and these guys have been aiming at this for a long time. And come the 24th of August, it's time for them to claim it.
Well, I hope you're right, Spencer Fearon. Thank you very much for your time today.
No, man, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure.
Have a good holiday next week.
100%.
Where you going?
I'm going to Kadasi. No, it's somewhere in Turkey. It's like
okay.
Costing me an arm and a leg. I'm taking all the kids and that, man. Bloody hell, man. It's about 10 grand. This is some madness.
What?
Yeah. You know, my kids are spoiled. People don't realise that. My children are really, really spoiled.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But I love them. So,
Well, growing up under you, I wouldn't have thought they would be, actually.
No. Let me tell you this. I spoil my kids, right? But I don't spoil them materialistically per se. You know what I mean? I do the family holidays and stuff like that. But I spoil my kids with love.